Hey guys, wanted to create this video and really this video is going to be about what it takes to be survival and get that legendary survival title. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of planning and really knowing where you stand as a character and then a player. So the first thing we're going to talk about real quick is the update. Very excited about the update. Before you were trying to get survival title, the legendary survival title, and you died, that's it. That character is doomed. You can no longer get that survival title with that character. But with the new update, what they have done is, if you die, let's say you're level 14 and you die, all your experience from level 1 to 14 is lost, but at level 14 it starts all over again, collecting experience. So you can actually reach that survival title even though if you die once. You just cannot die. You have to collect 1,337,500 experience without dying. Doesn't matter where you start, what level you start. As long as you collect that much without dying, you will get the legendary survival. So with that said, let's talk about characters. What are the best characters to get legendary survival? Obviously, I believe that range characters are the best. And when I say that, it depends how you want to do this. If you're going to use your survival character to go on missions and quests, then obviously a range character will be the best because it can stay in the back and attack from the back while everybody's in the front. The best one, my personal best one, is the Ritualist, and the reason I think the Ritualist is the best one is because the Ritualist has power before the battle begins. So he can summon all his spirits. So now you have all your spirits and henchmen and heroes, and before the battle begins, and then you can actually start the battle, and all you can do is back up a little and fight from the back. Necromancer is also a good character. The only thing with the Necromancer is that you're going to have corpse to actually have your minions. But once you get your minions, obviously you're going to be a strong character. And then if you have your Ritualist, then you're going to have an army. You're going to have your spirits, your Ritualist, your Necro with the minions, and then your henchmen and your heroes all together at once, which is going to be an army, unstoppable force. Could get through a lot. And with you being a Necro and having all that army in front of you, obviously you're going to be safe. The other thing I want to talk about is you always have to have a good build and a good armor. This is not a good build. I just have this. Just playing with it. So the first tip, character. So make sure you can be a warrior and still get legendary survival, but it's a little harder. You're gonna have to be a skillful player and have a good build and a good armor. Obviously, you can do Kilroy. With triple XP, Kilroy gives you a lot of XP. For those of you who want a little hint on Kilroy minigame and where it's located, it's on Gunner's Hold, Eye of the North, right above Eye of the North. It's like down here, and then north of that it's Gunner's Hole, and that's where Kilroy is, the mini game. You can do that. A warrior can do that and get a lot of experience and reach legendary survival. Second tip: do not rush. Do not rush. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell this. People died through this. If you're doing a quest, mini games, mission, and everything, and you're rushing through a mission, especially where it's a hard area or where there's spawns and stuff like that, then you are going to die. Simple as that. Because what's happened is you take your party and then you're fighting. Let's say you're fighting this monsters in front of you, and then let's say your party is dying. For some reason they're just dying. Okay, they're not the best. You know, something happened and they're dying. Whatever. The monsters are stronger, and you're finding yourself in the back. That obviously you know they're dying, so it's time for you to run. You're gonna run because you're not gonna stand there getting killed, so you're gonna run back. But it's gonna be a problem when you rush to the game, and guess what? You were rushing, you didn't kill the monsters that were in the back. So now you're gonna find yourself in in a worse situation because now you're running back to monsters while you have monsters chasing you. So do not rush. I mean, always kill everything, and why not? You get experience from killing. Every little experience helps. So do not rush through missions, quests, or anything. Just take your time. The other thing I want to talk about is this little map right here. This little map is very, very important because a good survival player always know what the enemy is. Okay, if you know what the enemy is, then you know you're safe. If you know they're coming towards you, then obviously you're gonna do something about it. Right now, there's a bunch of Char right there, tons. It looks like a big, huge dot right there, red. I don't know if you can see it, but it's huge. And if they're coming to here, I only have 3. I didn't pick everybody out, but if they're coming towards me, that's gonna hurt. So I'm gonna have to watch for that while I'm recording this, because she's one of my survivals. So, by the way, that's my Necro, and she is my Ritualist, and she's awesome. Let's see if I can get her in here. Oh, there you go. She's awesome. But anyways, moving along. So the map. Always know where your enemy is. It's a very, very good survival player skill. Now, let's talk about when you party with other people and people are helping you how to be a survival. This has happened to me many times where people are helping me and I die. I have learned that people are not very careful. If you're going on a mission or a quest with somebody that's going to help you and they're just rushing through the mission and quests and they're just really putting you in danger, then you need to do something about it because you will die. If they're rushing through the mission, like I said, do not rush. Then obviously you need to map out and find somebody who actually cares about your survival title. This happened to me many times where I actually went on missions and people were just rushing through things and everything, and I ended up dying because I mean, obviously I wasn't I knew where I was, but I mean, when you find yourself in a situation, it only takes you and 3 other monsters when you're in a dangerous zone to kill you extremely fast, especially if they hex and stuff like that. So again, you're in control of your character. That's all I'm going to say. You're in control of your character, and you have to make everything possible to make sure your character stays alive when you're going for the survival title. That includes mapping out if your leader is not being careful about tips and things that you're knowledgeable about being survival, you know. Just doing things that are not safe, it's not the way to go to get this survival title. Okay, so again, make sure that your leader understands that you're a survival and you cannot rush through things. Rushing through things will get you killed. I can guarantee you that. It happened to me many times. So I think that will be it. If you have any other questions or anything, just post them down there. And again, hopefully, I hope this works and helps you out a little bit. Make sure you think about your character and pick the right character. Have a good build and good armor. Always have max armor, always helps. Do not rush, and always know your enemy and where he is and where you stand. It's a good survival player skill. Always know your distance and always know your enemy. It's always good to know your enemy. If you're gonna do Kilroy real quick and Gunner's Hold before I leave, if you're gonna do Kilroy and Gunner's Hold, Eye of the North, with your survival, that's fine. I suggest that you get another character who's not survival, and practice doing Kilroy first, because it actually takes a little practice to get to know the little system that Kilroy does, and it takes a little practice and you will die the first 5-6 times and everything. So it's really good to pick another character who's not survival, do Kilroy. Do not even use XP or anything, just do Kilroy and learn and kind of get a little practice, and once you master it, go ahead and use your survival and you should be fine. I used my survival I did Kilroy with this guy many times after I learned how to do it, but always use somebody else before you use your survival. Learn how to do it first. That's my suggestion to that, because you will die the first couple of times. And I think that will be it. Hope this works. If you have any questions, again, just post them down there and I'll be able to help them, answer them for you. Thanks.